He rides in fast with a mic in hand, boots on the ground, he's taking a stand. Talking top ropes and a steel cage fight. Dr. Love's bringing passion every Saturday night. From Nashville bars to the squared up stage, he's calling out legends, flipping the page with a cowboy hat and a wild red heart. He's been loving wrestling from the very start. Yeah. He's Dr. Love, the American cowboy, taking down hate and bringing the joy. From pile drivers to a power bomb kiss, ain't nothing sweeter than a suplex bliss. Red, white, and boots of flame. Aaron loves wrestling, riding that fame. He's breaking the rules, but he's always true. This cowboy's heart bleeds red, white, and blue. Turn up the heat when the lights go low. He's calling matches like a rodeo show with a rebel soul and a wild man's grin. If you step to the mic, you ain't gonna win. He's got love for the stories and love for the fight. Late night talks under neon lights. He'll walk that line between rough and refined. Dr. Love's got a lariat and a mastermind. Yeah, he's Dr. Love, the American cowboy, running on passion, not just a ploy. With fire in his voice and truth in his eyes, he's calling it live where the legend lies. Red, white, and boots of flame. Aaron loves wrestling, riding that fame. From the buckle to the brawl, he stands so tall. Dr. Love's here to give it his all. So raise your glass to the rebel host, to the cowboy doctor we all love most. From heartbreak heels to fan favorite cheers, he's been riding with wrestling for all these years. Dr. Love, the American cowboy. This ain't just a show, it's a power bomb blow. He rides in fast with a mic in hand, boots on the ground, he's taking a stand. Talking top ropes and a steel cage fight. Dr. Love's bringing passion every Saturday night. From Nashville bars to the squared up stage, he's calling out legends, flipping the page with a cowboy hat and a wild red heart. He's been loving wrestling from the very start. Yeah. He's Dr. Love, the American cowboy, taking down hate and bringing the joy. From pile drive like a rodeo show with a rebel soul and a wild man's grin. If you step to the mic, you ain't gonna win. He's got love for the stories and love for the fight. Late night talks under neon lights. He'll walk that line between rough and refined. Dr. Love's got a lariat and a mastermind. Yeah, he's Dr. Love, the American cowboy, running on passion, not just a ploy. With fire in his voice and truth in his eyes, he's calling it live where the legend lies. Red, white, and boots of flame. Aaron loves wrestling, riding that fame. From the buckle to the brawl, he stands so tall. Dr. Love's here to give it his all. So raise your glass to the rebel host, to the cowboy doctor we all love most. From heartbreak heels to fan favorite cheers, he's been riding with wrestling for all these years. Dr. Love, the American cowboy. This ain't just a show, it's a power bomb blow. He rides in fast with a mic in hand, boots on the ground, he's taking a stand. Talking top ropes and a steel cage fight, Dr. Love's bringing passion every Saturday night. From Nashville bars to the squared up stage, he's calling out legends, flipping the page. With a cowboy hat and a wild red heart, he's been loving wrestling from the very start. Yeah, he's Dr. Love, the American cowboy, taking down hate and bringing the joy. From pile drivers to a power bomb kiss, ain't nothing sweeter than a suplex bliss. Red, white, and boots of flame. Aaron loves wrestling, riding that fame. He's breaking the rules, but he's always true. This cowboy's heart bleeds red, white, and blue. Turn up the heat when the lights go low. He's calling matches like a rodeo show with a rebel soul and a wild man's grin. If you step to the mic, you ain't gonna
The bell's about to ring. Aaron's in the booth talking about everything from WWE to you, classics and the rest. You know he's got the passion and he's bringing you the best. Aaron loves wrestling, feel that heat. Every finish. Lights go down, the bell's about to ring. Aaron's in the booth talking about everything from WWE to you, classics and the rest. You know he's got the passion and he's bringing you the best. Aaron loves wrestling, feel that heat.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Aaron Loves Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, the Cowboy, Dr. Love, Aaron, and I'm here to break down and talk about AEW Forbidden Door. That's right. AEW Forbidden Door is this Sunday at 1 Eastern, 12 Central. I will be doing a live watch along this Sunday for Forbidden Door. So catch me this Sunday for that. Can't wait to what we got in store for us on Sunday afternoon. I'm glad it's on Sunday afternoon. It'll be a great pay-per-view. I can't wait to watch it. Top to bottom, this card's going to be fantastic. Got some great matches in store, so I want to talk about it. And there's some other things I want to address about the AEW haters out there as well. So, going through the card, we got first up, we got IWGP World Heavyweight Championship as of AEW Collision last Saturday. It is now confirmed Zack Sabre Jr. going up against Nigel McGuinness with Daniel Garcia in McGuinness' corner. This for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. And I love the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. It's a beautiful belt. I love it. And I love the prestige and the history, the honor. I love the history behind the belt, the prestigious title of the legacy that it has behind it. It is phenomenal. And Zack Sabre Jr. is putting this belt on the line against Nigel McGuinness in his home of London. Will Nigel win it? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say Zack Sabre Jr. is going to walk away with this, retaining the title. Nigel's going to get a great match, a standing ovation, but Zack Sabre Jr. is going to remain your IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. That is my prediction. It'd be great to see Nigel win it, but I don't think he's going to win it. It's just going to be a great match that is a dream match for many people. And this is the match that we're going to get in London. Now, a lot of you are wondering who Nigel McGuinness is. It's Zack Sabre Jr. Well, if you watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, especially if you watch Ring of Honor back in the day, you would know who Nigel McGuinness is. If you watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, you know who Zack Sabre Jr. is. I encourage you to go look them both up, especially Zack Sabre Jr. in New Japan. He is doing great over there, and I love the TMDK group. That group is really cool. Hope to get some merchandise from them soon one day. But New Japan Pro Wrestling, they got some great factions over there. And Zack Sabre Jr.'s faction, TMDK, is one of them. By this call, I see him winning and retaining this title, but we're going to get a fantastic wrestling match. Moving on to the lights out steel cage match with 10 people. Now, there were sources going around, reports going around. It has been confirmed that it's going to be a big cage with 2 rings, which pretty much like blood and guts, but it's not going to be blood and guts type rules. We're going to have these 10 guys. We're going to have Darby Allin, Tanahashi, Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, and Ibushi, the Golden Lovers, going up against the Death Riders, Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd. If you don't know who Gabe Kidd is, he's also from the New Japan Pro Wrestling world, and also Tanahashi. Tanahashi is actually a legend in New Japan. So I highly encourage y'all to go look them up because they are great wrestlers. Gabe Kidd is a new and up-and-coming talent who is really good, really great. I love watching him in New Japan. I even love watching him in AEW, but he has great New Japan matches. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's still the New Japan Global Heavyweight Champion. But you got him, Tanahashi. Tanahashi's a legend in the business. You got a whole library to go look up for New Japan Pro Wrestling. He has got some legendary matches, a few with Kenny Omega, which I love. I've seen a few of them, but Tanahashi is a legend, and Gabe Kidd is new and upcoming. This match, lights out, steel cage. We don't even know the rules yet. No stipulations have been laid out of how this match is going to be, who's going to win this match. But this is going to be a fun match. And I just hope everyone's okay. A lot of people are complaining. I see complaining about Will Ospreay. Didn't he just talk about having some kind of neck injury a few weeks ago? Yes. I think it's a work. I honestly don't think it's legitimate. Why? Because I guarantee you, not only wouldn't AEW's medical team clear Will Ospreay for this match, Tony Khan, one of his top baby faces in the company, which I would pretty much guarantee he would want to have for next year's AEW All In London, because I believe he's going to have Will Ospreay win the AEW World Championship there at AEW All In London next year. So I think Will Ospreay's good. I really don't think he has a legitimate neck injury, because if so, I don't see AEW's medical team nor Tony Khan clearing Will Ospreay for this match at all. Not this type of match. Maybe a singles match, but not this type of match. But this match, I think it's going to be a fantastic match. I hope we don't have any injuries out of this match, because we don't need any injuries with AEW. Especially with Darby Allin. Darby Allin, who just got back from his Mount Everest trip, which congratulations, Darby Allin. I'm glad he achieved that milestone in his life and planted the AEW flag on top of the mountain. Props to Darby Allin for doing that. Maybe he's more man than I am for doing that. I'm just saying. Darby Allin is achieving a lot of his goals and dreams. He just hasn't yet achieved the AEW World Championship, which I believe one day down the road he will. But we got Darby Allin back. We don't need him to go out with an injury. So I hope everyone is good and nobody walks away with any injuries in this match, because we need everybody 100% going throughout the rest of the year and going into next year, especially AEW All In London next year. But I think this match is going to be fun. It's going to be a great match. Honestly think we're going to get Team AEW, Will Ospreay, Darby Allin, Gold Lovers, Omega, Ibushi, and Tanahashi coming away with the victory on this match. That's what I think is going to win this match right here with the lights out steel cage. Death Riders, I can see them continuing on the downfall, and I can see this too. AEW Collision. Jon Moxley and Yuta were in a tag match against Jet Speed. Yuta took the pinfall. I think we are going to see Yuta eventually kicked out of the Death Riders. That's what I think. I think Yuta is the one that's been the sacrificial lamb as of late. I think Yuta is going to be the one that's going to be kicked out eventually, losing more matches. I think I can even see him trying to get involved to help the Death Riders, but yet cost them again another match. And then Jon Moxley is eventually going to be done, fed up, and he's going to kick him out. That's what I think is going to happen. What's going on, Ariel? Thank you for joining. Coming in live and direct. That's right. Drop your AEW Forbidden Door predictions in the comments. Everybody do so. But yeah, I got Team AEW walking away in this match. Next, we got the TNT Championship on the line with Takahashi going up against Kyle Fletcher. This match is going to be fun because Takahashi again is another great talent. Excuse me, y'all. Another great talent from New Japan. I've seen several of his matches in the past few months. I've been watching a lot of New Japan matches the past few months, and they are phenomenal. But New Japan, they, these guys got some great talent over there, and Takahashi is another one of that great talent. Uh, Kyle Fletcher is another great talent for AEW. Takahashi and Kyle Fletcher, I think, will put on one heck of a match. I think a good solid 5-star match. This match, I think, is going to be extremely good. Going to blow a lot of other matches out of the water. So I'm really excited for this match. I see Kyle Fletcher retaining the title, though. TNT Championship is going to remain with the Proto Star Kyle Fletcher. That's what I think. Looking forward to Dustin. Okay. But yeah, Kyle Fletcher's going to walk away retaining this title, but we're going to get a great match out of these two. The first three I mentioned, we're going to get some great matches. But this one right here, this one-on-one match, it's going to be a tie between McGinnis and Sabre Jr. and Takahashi and Fletcher, because I think all four of these men in their matches are going to put on a great wrestling match for us either way. And I think we're going to have a fun matches with both of these. Not saying the lights out steel cage match isn't going to be a good match, but these two single matches right here, they're going to be one of the ones to watch in the night. So, okay, Kyle Fletcher retaining the TNT Championship. He's going to hold on to that belt a little while longer. Next, we have the TPS Championship 4-way match. We got Mercedes Moné, CEO, one of the GOATs in the women's division. Don't care what you say. She's one of the GOATs in the women's division. She's putting the TBS Championship on the line against Alex Windsor. Last name's pretty cool. Alex Windsor and Paris Phone from CMLL. Stardom has yet to announce who they're going to put in this match. So I'm wondering if it's going to be a surprise, and if it is, who is it? I haven't seen a lot of Stardom as of late. I've seen a couple of matches. So if anyone, to any of a big superstar that comes out of that company, when I do my research and do some studying this week on it, because when that surprise happens, I think it's going to be a surprise. I don't know. We might get it announced tomorrow night on Dynamite. We might get it announced later on Collision. But I think it might be some kind of surprise, and we're going to see who's going to represent Stardom in this TBS Championship match. But I think Mercedes Moné, the CEO, the GOAT, one of the GOATs in the women's division, I think she's going to walk away and winning and retaining this match. I think she's going to go and break the record, Jade Cargill, the TBS championship record. I think the second week of October, it's like between October 8th, October 10th. She holds it until that date. She will break the record and surpass Jade Cargill. So I don't see Mercedes Moné losing this title at least until after that date. So when she does surpass Jade Cargill, that's when I see her dropping the title, and that's when I see her dropping the title. Maybe someone of the likes of Alex Windsor. I see her maybe even dropping it to Chris Statlander. I would prefer Chris Statlander because I think Chris Statlander is great. I think she would be a great candidate to be a TBS champion again. But there's also Willow Nightingale. Willow Nightingale is a good one that could defeat Mercedes Moné for that title. So, but Mercedes Moné is going to retain this TBS championship. She's going to hold that belt until that date. She's close to breaking Jade Cargill's record, and I think Tony Khan is going to have her do so and break that record. Next, we got the AEW World Tag Team titles on the line, which we'll find out who will face the Hurt Syndicate tomorrow night out of Bandito and Brody King, Brodito and FTR. I got FTR winning tomorrow night, and it's going to be Hurt Syndicate and FTR. And then I got FTR winning the AEW World Tag Team Championships. And they're going to face Christian and Cope at AEW All Out for those titles. So that's what I got in this match. AEW World Tag Team titles, Hurt Syndicate versus an FTR. I think FTR is going to win tomorrow night on Dynamite in the finals of the tournament. And we're going to have FTR winning the AEW World Tag Team titles until AEW All Out. And that's when we're going to get Cope and Christian winning the AEW World Tag Team titles at home in Canada at All Out to give them one last title run on their last run together. So that's who I got. Speaking of Christian and Cope, we got them going up against Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne. I think we're going to get Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne. I think we're going to get – I got Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne winning this match. And I'll tell you why. Unless tomorrow night, because it was just announced today that we'll get tomorrow night Christian and Cope in an interview tomorrow night with Tony Schiavone on Dynamite. But the hug that Cope and Christian gave last week, Christian wasn't completely sold on the hug. Cope was, but Christian was not. So it shows me that Christian still is not all in, no pun intended, on this reunion. So I think that might get in the way a little bit because I think he's still got his pride and ego, and that's going to have Cope, Adam Copeland, if they lose this match, it's going to have them build up, towards All Out, looking like to exist for those AEW World Tag Team Championships. But then Cope comes in and saves the day with Cope, probably the last Dynamite or Collision before All Out, and then it's going to show that Cope's all in, no pun intended, all in with Cope. Christian's going to be all in with Cope, and then they're going to win those titles at All Out. So I think that's how this is going to go. We're going to have Christian and Cope. Cope's not 100%. His pride and ego is going to get in the way. His ambition on defeating Nick Wayne and all that's going to get in the way. It's going to cost them a match. I think Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne will win. I think Nick Wayne will pin him, and then later down the road we might get some kind of rematch with those two. Maybe it'd be the number one contenders match for the AEW World Tag Team titles. But I see Christian and Cope taking the pin here. Kip and Nick Sabian's going to win to build the story that can Christian and Cope coexist for the AEW World Tag Team titles at All Out. That's what I think is going to happen with this match here. A lot of people are predicting Cope and Christian are going to win. But I disagree. I think it's going to Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne to build the story for Christian and Cope. They're going to have this good story going all the way to All Out. Is Christian going to be all in with Cope? Is he going to win the title? Or is he going to want to win the titles with them or not? And I think he's going to come in, eventually put his pride and ego aside. We're going to get them back together, probably get that 5-second pose, and then we're going to get really excited for AEW All Out for them to going after AEW World Tag Team Championships against FTR. Judge says he can't wait for Dynamite tomorrow for Forbidden Door. I can't either, Judge. I can't wait either. He says he's going to watch Superman. Appreciate it, Judge. Appreciate it. Let me know how Superman is. Let me know. Appreciate you dropping in from now. Next, we got Athena versus Toni Storm. Athena versus Toni Storm. This one was a difficult one for me. I was thinking about this long and hard because a lot of people were predicting Toni Storm to win. But you got both Athena and MJF cashing in those contracts. I don't see MJF winning. And I'm not saying that because it's my boy Hangman Adam Page. I just don't see him winning yet. So I don't see Athena losing either. I can see Athena winning this championship, possibly with even the help of Mercedes Moné. You think I'm crazy? But look at them the past couple weeks coexisting and them kind of teaming up and going against Toni Storm. Mercedes Moné couldn't defeat Toni Storm by herself. So what if Athena goes up, Mercedes Moné comes in and distracts Toni Storm, and that gets Athena the win. And then later down the road, we'll have Athena versus Mercedes Moné for the AEW Women's World Championship after Mercedes Moné drops the TBS Championship later in October. I don't see him doing it all out. I don't see him doing that yet, but I see Athena walking away and winning the AEW Women's World Championship and being AEW Women's World Champion and Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, possibly even dropping the title at Death Before Dishonor. I think that was the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. She's going up against Mina, and I think Mina will win that title. Yeah. Death Before Dishonor, that title from Athena. Athena winning the AEW Women's World Championship this Sunday at Forbidden Door. Then she's going to be AEW Women's World Champion. And it's going to cause Mercedes Moné probably get a little jealous, a little bitter, and then it's going to create that story. And we're going to see Athena and Mercedes Moné going at for the AEW Women's World Championship. And then that's when we'll see Mercedes Moné win the AEW Women's World Championship, possibly after she wins our championship. But who knows? She'd be in the belt collector. Who knows? She might even win that, and she'll just hold all the gold at one point for a little while. A lot of people are hating on it, but gotta respect it. So I see Athena winning this match and walking away as the AEW Women's World Champion. And now we got this match right here, which I am excited for because I think these two are going to tear their house down. Okada versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW Unified Championship. I don't see Okada losing. I want Swerve to win, but I think Okada's going to win win this match and retain the title and hold on to it just a little while longer. If Okada loses any title, it will be probably the Continental Class Championship to Takeshita, possibly. I don't know. Takeshita is being built as a big star right now, especially in New Japan. He just won the G1 Climax tournament. Congratulations, Takeshita. So, and he wants to walk in Wrestle Kingdom as the IWGP World Champion. Now, this is my thought. What if? This is the big what if. Big dream come true, because I was talking about this today. What if Takeshita, he doesn't win that IWGP World Championship, but also wins the AEW World Championship and hold it for a little while longer? Just a thought. It'd be cool if he wins both of those belts, holds the AEW World Championship and IWGP World Championship at the same time. Probably not going to happen, but I think it'll be pretty cool. But I see Okada walking away with this. Probably he'll hold the Continental Championship and the IWGP Championship. That's a possibility. Because I can see Takeshita winning the Continental Championship off of Okada and holding that. Okada is left with the AEW International Championship, which will probably retire the AEW Unified Championship. I think they should keep the Unified Championship, but just rename it to AEW Worldwide Championship and have it as a secondary title on the show. I think AEW Worldwide Championship would be pretty cool. AEW Worldwide is the hashtag. I think that'd be pretty cool and trending. Another title they can sell on AEW Shop and some shirts maybe. So I'm still pushing for this belt to be changed to the AEW Worldwide Championship. But I got Okada winning this match and retaining the title, walking away. So yeah, so far I only got 2 title changes, which is the AEW Women's World Championship and the tag team titles, with FTR winning against Hurt Syndicate. Now we got the main event, which I'm excited for because my boy, the Millennial Cowboy, Hangman Adam Page, who won the AEW World title at AEW All in Texas last month, which I go back and look at those videos and those pictures and I reminisce and the memories and I just think about it, soak it all in again because I had so much fun. And him winning that title was poetic. The story, the build up from the beginning of the year till then was just poetic. It was beautiful, well written, and the match as well was great. I love Hangman Adam Page. He's been my guy since the beginning of AEW in 2019. He's always been my guy. I will always be a Hangman Adam Page guy. And Heyman Adam Page, I see him defeating MJF and retaining the AEW World Championship, and he'll hold that belt a little while longer. I don't see Hangman losing this title until Full Gear, when it's going to be in Darby Allin's home. I can see him putting the title on the line against Darby Allin uh, as a thank you for helping me win the title, and then it'll be 101, and Darby Allin defeats Heyman Adam Page and becomes a new AEW World Champion. I could see it happening. I don't want it to happen because I want Heyman to hold the title until Revolution next year. I would love for Hangman to hold the title till Revolution next year, then drop the title. But I think he will hold that title until Full Gear and then drop it to Darby Allin and Darby Allin's home. And Darby Allin wins the AEW World Championship at home uh, in Seattle, Washington. That's what I think is going to happen. My prediction, I got Heyman Adam Page retaining this title, and he's going to remain the AEW World Champion for a little while longer. It's going to suck when you lose because I'm not ready. When that happens, no matter when it happens, I'm not going to be ready. But I'm enjoying this ride while I can because I love Hangman Adam Page, and Hangman Adam Page deserves this. I'm glad that he's back to his old self. I'm glad that he's back as a world champion, and he's one of the top baby faces in professional wrestling. Period. That's right. Heyman Adam Page, the top baby face in professional wrestling. Period. Heyman Adam Page is great. I love him, and I see him walking away with this title. So that's my predictions. Let's go in the chats real quick. Thoughts on Blue Meanie? What about Blue Meanie? I don't know much about him. I've seen some of him in WWE a little bit back when I was younger. I know he was in WCW, but don't have really any thoughts about him. So sorry I can't answer that question. But if you got any more, please ask. Now on to the those who I don't mind AEW criticism. I don't. I have criticism myself at times with AEW. And I just want to address this because everyone thinks, oh, I'm just pro AEW. I'm a mark for AEW. No, I'm not. I love all professional wrestling, whether it's AEW, WWE, NWA Power, TNA, MLW, GCW. I can go on and on and on. Independence. I just love professional wrestling. I don't pick a side on who is better than the other. I enjoy it all. AEW is better than WWE at times. WWE is better than AEW at times, and vice versa. TNA, NWA, etc. The list goes on. I enjoy AEW. I really do. The wrestling is great. A lot of people say there's no stories. There are stories. You just got to watch. If you're still not invested, just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean it's horrible. It may be to you, but doesn't mean it is, period. Many of us who watch AEW, and I'm just talking about AEW tribalists because they're out there, same as WWE tribalists, same as TNA tribalists, and everybody just has their company. And I get it. I respect that. You just want to watch one company, all AEW. I respect that. You want to watch this WWE. I respect that. If you just want to watch other shows, I respect that. New Japan. I respect that. If you're like me and you just watch it all, you don't care to pick a side, you just love it, I respect that as well. But AEW is great. AEW's got a lot of great stories within the company going on right now. Not only that, there are also stories told inside the ring with the wrestling matches. The wrestling matches are great in AEW. I love watching the wrestling matches. They got great wrestling. That's why I love about AEW, because it's like New Japan, and New Japan or AEW has brought like New Japan uh, to the States, to America with AEW. You know, me and Kevin Knight, when I was at All In, shout out to Kevin Knight. Love you, brother. When I saw him at the hotel, me and him was talking about New Japan. I was asking about his time in New Japan because I saw him in that Best of Juniors tournament. Thought he was great, even though he didn't win it. But I thought he was great, and him and I agree that AEW is just New Japan brought to the States. That's all it is. That's why a lot of people don't understand it, because a lot of people are just so focused on WWE and the way they've done things instead of branching out uh, branching out and watching other companies and how they do things. And AEW has brought that to the States, and that's why they're different, because they're not like the normal status. They're not like the status quo like WWE. They're not going to be like them. They never will. And people get talks of the ratings and the attendance and the ticket sales and blah blah blah. I don't care about that either. I just care about what I watch and every Wednesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, Saturday night. Yep, 6 days a week. Monday through Saturday, Raw, NXT, Dynamite, TNA, and Ring of Honor, SmackDown, and a Collision. Do I watch it all on those days? No, I rewatch some of it later when I can. But I still tune in to watch. And I love AEW. I do. I love AEW. AEW is right now I enjoy AEW more than WWE. That doesn't mean Team AEW. No. I just enjoy it more than WWE. There are those that enjoy WWE more than AEW. That's fine. Some enjoy New Japan Pro Wrestling over WWE and AEW, and that's fine. Some enjoy TNA. That's fine. I enjoy AEW more like that right now because of the wrestling that they got going on. Because of the many opportunities that they give. I love AEW a lot mainly because my guy is the AEW World Champion, Heyman Adam Page. That's why I love AEW more. And they get so much criticism and so much hate every single week. And that's why I defend it, because I'm like, guys, it's not that bad. It's not bad at all. They might have some things that they need to work on, and that's fine. They're only 6 years in as a company. But AEW isn't bad. AEW is actually pretty good. If you just sit down and watch it, ignore the freaking critics, ignore the haters out there, you'll see that AEW is actually pretty darn good. If you still don't like it after you watched it, and you can't just go off of one show, you got to consistently continue to watch it. Okay? Because a lot of people are all about the stories and etc. Me, I can watch a good story, but get a bad match. I can watch a great match and then get a bad story. And that's just not AEW, it's professional wrestling in general, even in WWE. AEW has great stories, they got great matches, they got great pay-per-views. If you sit down and watch it and consistently watch it each and every week, you'll probably find out that you will enjoy it. If you don't, that's fine. But don't hate on it just because you don't enjoy it. If you criticize it, that's fine. I can take an open criticism. I'm not those ones that, oh, no, you can't say negative about AEW. No, I just don't like those who completely trash on AEW and just call it quote unquote garbage. And then I hope the company goes out of business. I don't want that. There's some podcasts out there that'll go on about that. I don't like that. There's some podcasts that'll talk about AEW and how they're boring, and it's garbage, and it's a crap show. It's not. And they want to get on their little podcast every week, and they want to mock it, and they want to talk negative, and blah, blah, blah. Again, there's criticism, but then there's downright trash talk and hate about a company. And a lot of people get behind some of these podcasts and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's just being honest. He's just telling the truth." No, he doesn't like it, so he's going to tell you it's garbage. Or she doesn't like it, so she's just going to tell you it's garbage. No, that's not how this works. If you don't like it, you can have your opinion and don't like it and criticize it. But don't call it completely garbage because you didn't like it. I liked it. Others liked it. Heck, there was 30,000 people in Texas that liked it. There are about 17 to 18,000 showing up at Forbidden Door that like it. There are those that tune in every single week on Dynamite and Collision that watch it and like it, from 500 to 600,000, 700,000 viewers, and I think it's going to keep going up in the next year or so. And the same thing for those who tune in not only to watch it, but who go to the live shows Wednesday and Saturday night. uh, the 1,000 to 5,000 in the crowd. I don't care if there's 1,000 in there or 5,000. They got a crowd. That's all that matters. People get so caught up on, oh, look at them. They can only put 1,000 in a room. Who cares? Who cares? They're way better than most companies out there. Heck, TNA, what? Maybe 2, 3, 500 in the show? There's no disrespect to TNA. I love TNA. TNA is doing better. They're getting more fan attendance. They just broke their record at Slammiversary, having 7,000 plus, 200 plus, I think it was, or more than that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 7,000 plus, more than they've had in the history of the company, which I actually thought they had more than that in the past, but I guess I was wrong. But just because you don't like it doesn't mean the company is complete garbage. If you don't like it, I respect that. Everybody, some people prefer Samsung, some people prefer Apple. Does it mean Samsung's garbage? No. Does it mean Apple's garbage? No. It just means, hey, I prefer this over the other. And that's fine. I can get that. But for those who just they laugh and mock and criticize and hate AEW, that's what I don't. That's why I that's what I can't have someone I can't have a conversation with. I will talk to you if you want to actually talk about AEW and have a good, open, honest conversation. If you still don't like it, that's fine, but don't call the company complete garbage. That's just me. That's just my honest opinion. Am I this AEW soldier? No. Am I on Tony Khan's payroll? I wish. But I defend AEW a lot because they get so much criticism and so much hate. And I just like, why? For one company. If you don't like it, turn it off and go watch something else. Stop watching it and then going on your little podcast and screaming every week of how the company's quote unquote garbage and how you hate this and hate that, blah, blah, blah. Stop watching. I don't watch shows I don't like. There are shows I look at like, no, I ain't watching that. But some people like that show. They watch it. I'm not, but you have fun with that. Others, just like me with AEW, I enjoy when I watch Wednesday night and Saturday night. They got great matches, and I love rewatching it. I love watching it, doing my podcast about it. I love AEW. Same thing for TNA. I do my TNA live watch along every Thursday night. Gonna do it again next Thursday. Hopefully, crossing fingers, I have my brother Devin the Trapper Chief join me. That'd be great. Next Wednesday night on Dynamite, have my little bro Johnny. He'll be back for the watch along. Collision this Saturday. Debating on doing a watch along, or I'll just watch it, do a review after. We'll see. But we got but to me, there's just so much wrestling within the week, and that's why I have my name, Aaron Loves Wrestling, because I just watch wrestling because I love it. There are things I don't love. There are things I might criticize and be like, hey, no, I don't like this. But then I look over it and move on. People, they're not every show is going to be perfect. No company is perfect. No matter what. No matter what you say or what you think, your company ain't perfect. It's not. Never going to be. AEW is not perfect. WWE is not perfect. TNA is not perfect. I can go on and on and on. New Japan's not perfect. But if I get some good wrestling matches, I can overlook not having stories um, or a bad story. In fact, if you just go back and watch some of the Territory Days matches, that's pretty much that's all they did. Just went in there and wrestled. You don't have these quote unquote stories. When Vince McMahon WWE came along, that kind of changed all that. Used to, it was just about going out there, wrestling for the title belts, having tournaments and things like that. NWA Power. I've been watching this past couple weeks. I'm gonna do a review of their show later on. NWA Power. I mean, come on. They got some great wrestling going on over there. And they're still keeping the Crockett Cup alive and all that. If you don't know what that is, go research it from the old days. It's big on tag team wrestling. That was one thing about back in the day. They were big on tag team wrestling, especially in WA, the Crockett Cup. And Billy Corgan has brought that back with NWA and with NWA Power. And I love the red, white, and blue rain, the ropes, the presentation now. I mean, it looks great on Roku. Man, it looks great. If you haven't watched it, I encourage you to go watch it on the Roku channel, NWA Power. New Japan, they do tournaments. They do tournaments over there. They just had the G1 Climax tournament in. Before that, they had the Best of Juniors tournament. There's so many tournaments that they have over there in New Japan, and I love it. I love that. It brings the sport aspect of wrestling into professional wrestling. WWE, they're more about the cinematic and the stories and the drama and all that. That's what they're about. I like that. I love that. I'll tune in and watch that. But man, what I love about AEW is that they're just more focusing on bringing you great professional wrestling matches. And yes, they have stories. They got stories that they tell. They got one with MJF and Heyman Adam Page right now. I don't think it's going to stop here at Forbidden Door. With Tony Storm, Athena, Mercedes Moné, there's that going on. FTR, Cope, and Christian. Maybe even you can add Kip Sabian along with that. You got this one with the Death Riders and Darby Allin, Will Ospreay. There's stories within AEW. If you don't like it, that's fine and respect that. But you ain't got to hate on the company or call it garbage. I think Tony Khan is doing a really good job. Tony Khan has done a lot better this year alone, in my opinion. Last year, I enjoyed WWE more than AEW. I watched AEW. I liked it, but I enjoyed WWE more. This year, it's different. I enjoy AEW. And I love AEW. And that's why I keep defending AEW. Even when I didn't like it a lot of times last year. I never called it garbage or said, oh, this company sucks and blah, blah, blah. No, because AEW doesn't suck. They have their hits and their misses just like everybody else. That's just my opinion. Let's see. See what Long Beach Hippie said here. Since Edge and Cope and Christian are tagging at Forbidden Door, there's a slight chance, very slight, but hey, I'm fantasy booking. Will Grango make an appearance? Would you like to see it happen? Huh. I'm not saying it can happen, because Gangrel is, if I'm not mistaken, he's not contracted to any company. So I'm not saying it can't happen. I think it can. If not at here, maybe at All Out to help them win the titles. They might get that back together as a little flashback to Christian and Cope back in the day. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm sure Tony Khan would love to do it in AEW. And I'm sure Christian and Cope would definitely love to do it, get that together one more time. So we'll see. I don't know. Seeing Gangrel make an appearance and reunite with Christian and Cope one more time, it's a possibility. I'm not saying it can't happen. I think it might. But we'll see. We shall see. Good thinking there though. Long Beach hippie. But yeah, that's what I got for AEW. That's what I got. I'm gonna play the. But that's all. But that's just me. Okay. Well, if you're just there, if you're out there and you're talking about negative about talking complete hate about it, there's a difference between criticism and hate. There's a difference. A lot of people want to say, "Oh, just because you say they hate AEW, you can't take criticism." No, I can take criticism. I can hate a criticism because I criticize some things myself. But there's a difference between criticism and just absolute hate for a company, and that's the difference for me. So that's why I get on and give good reviews about AEW. I'll give my honest opinions of if I liked it or didn't like it. When I watch Dynamite tomorrow, if there's something I didn't like, I'll say something about it. But it doesn't mean I don't like the company at all. Same thing for Collision this Saturday. Same thing for Forbidden Door. But so far, I'm liking it. So all I gotta say is just love wrestling, be kind to one another, love one another. If you still don't like it, be kind. Just let the other one like it. And there you go. Be respectful, love, and kind to one another. That's what we gotta do in this world. So let me know what you think in the comments of Forbidden Door. Let me know what you think of who you think is going to win, the predictions, what you got what you thinking in your mind. Let me know what you got. That was my predictions and my preview of this show. I can't wait for Forbidden Door on Sunday again. Tune in because I will be doing a watch along. No, I will not do the 0 hour show, whatever they got going on before the show. I'm just going to do the show by itself. That's what I'm going to do. But I can't wait. Forbidden Door is going to be great. I think it's going to be a fun show. I think I'm going to love it and enjoy it. So, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think about Forbidden Door, your predictions. Let me know who you think is going to win, what you think outcome might be, what the next story might be, etc., etc. Who you think is going to win, lose their titles. Let me know. Like this video as well. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you have not subscribed to me or my channel, please do. I'm at 148 right now. My goal is 1,000 by the end of the year. Coming up on September. I still think I can hit it. I'm gonna need y'all's help though. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future episodes. Especially this Sunday for the watch along. And then this weekend, we got a little something special cooking up for Saturday with a couple friends of mine. So tune in for that big news on my X account and even Instagram and Threads, because I'll drop the news here later this week. We're going to have a big show talking about some history of professional wrestling. Again, stay tuned and for that news to drop here in next couple of days. But yeah, I got some guys for this Saturday. I'm going to talk a little bit about talk some wrestling. But thank y'all for joining in. Thank y'all for liking and subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Again, comment what you think of AEW, Forbidden Door, who you think is going to win, is going to lose. Drop your predictions. Hit the subscribe button and the notification button. I'm Dr. Love, the American Cowboy, and just like how I say all the time, everyone, just love professional wrestling. That's right, love professional wrestling. And have a blessed evening. Get ready for AEW Dynamite. Get ready for many others in the show this week. I am Dr. Love, the American Cowboy, and I'm signing out. Peace.
Lights go down, the bell's about to ring. Aaron's in the booth talking about everything from WWE to you, classics and the rest. You know he's got the passion and he's bringing you the best. Aaron loves wrestling, feel that